Chillo there, H+III+T, it's about that dang on time. Welcome to another edition of Dang On This Week. Again, the only thing that is going on in the world of sports is pro wrestling, so this is the only this week we have, but that's a basket, another here or there. We're talking the Dang On WWE, and I gotta ask y'all, are you ready to play Smackdown versus Raw?
Yeah, Los Buenos son, yeah. Lemons too. We ain't going back.
Let's just get right on into the foolishness. Again, I hope I moved over enough. I feel like I've been doing this like a month now, so I should have this down, but I clearly don't, but that's a basket, another here or there. Let's start off with Dang On Raw. Now, first point, can we talk about how all members of the Shield have been United States champion at this point? Think about it. Seth Rollins had it while he was WWE champion. Roman Reigns is the current United States champion, and Dean Ambrose had it for like a year, didn't he? Didn't he have it for like a long time? Like when Roman Reigns and Seth were the tag champions. So real interesting note right there. And they're all former world heavyweight champions. Ain't that some dang on foolishness? Is there something to that? I don't know, but shout out to the U.S. Championship. What? That's not even there. The show starts out with Roman Reigns versus Rusev, and it was a great match. I mean, it lasted through 3 commercial breaks, I believe. It was really entertaining, but it not only ended with a count out because lemons, but due to our dear friend No Sell Roman Reigns, it was completely wasted. Those two put each other through like Cesaro and Sheamus type foolishness. We'll get to that, but and how does it end? Roman Reigns putting down the chair and just pulling a Dean Ambrose and just not selling the carnage they put each other through. Made Rusev look like a freaking weakling, and I don't understand that. Rusev is one of the biggest monster heels we have. Another thing, where was Braun Strowman? Another question for another day, but that's not here nor there. I didn't agree with that, and not just because I don't like Roman Reigns. I just don't get the booking here. Why would they spend so much time making Rusev look unstoppable to have him, practically job out to Roman Reigns? I don't understand that, but that's neither here nor there. Dang on, Sheamus and Cesaro are a tag team. Now, at first, I hated it. I was screaming at the TV just like the rest of you guys, but later on in the night, when you just kind of thought about it for a second, what have we been saying for the past 5 Raws now? There's too many freaking people on the roster and people don't have enough to do. Again, another example, where were the shining stars? There's just too many people. Where was Nia Jax? Let me stop. Maybe I fast forwarded through it. I don't know. But there's too many people on the roster. People don't have. Where was Sami's? Stop. I'm sure he had a match. I'm sure Sami Zayn had a match and I just skipped it. Hopefully. But that's not the end of there. There's too many people on the roster. Everybody doesn't have something to do. So the fact that we've got another tag team and, it's given Cesaro and freaking Sheamus something to do, I'm okay with that. As much as I hate it, they need something to do and there's no other title to go for, so why not, right? But that's not here nor there. Going into my next point, did y'all see Bayley get a squash match? What? But that's neither here nor there. Is Kofi Kingston okay? I could have swore that man died in the ring. And I saw when, I don't know if it was Anderson or Gallo, but one of the club people threw Kofi into the steps. And I don't know if he cut his head on the steps, but you saw right before the camera panned back into the ring, there was like blood all over the floor, and I said, oh no, please tell me someone spilled something. Kofi had a legitimate crimson mass, no JR. It wasn't even not to say that blood is cool, but it's pro wrestling. It adds a hardcore manly element to it, but that wasn't cool, man. Seeing Kofi just pour, and man, the guy was trying to just play through it and smile, but Kofi got jacked up, and I hope he's okay. For real, that's something I don't like to see, but that's neither here nor there. Is Seth Rollins legitimately hurt? Because if he is, that's really, really a shame, and there should be a talk backstage about wrestling a little bit safer. And I'm not saying take people's cool moves away, but how many people have gone down to injury in the last 3 years? Like, how many people do we have to lose? That's messed up, not just because he's my favorite, but, I mean, again, but that's neither here nor there. Freaking Cedric Alexander. My gosh. Piggybacking off of what I said last week, is this guy not freaking amazing? Give him a push to the stars and beyond. And shout out Brian Kendrick for being a legitimate heel. Because right now there's a bunch of faces in the Cruiserweight division. About time we had some conflict. Shout out Brian Kendrick and your sliced bread, gosh dang it. But that's neither here nor there. I'm proud of that man. But that's neither here nor there. Sasha versus Charlotte was actually pretty entertaining as far as a rivalry. And at first I was rolling my eyes. Maybe it's because Bayley magically made it in there. But this is pretty entertaining. Charlotte's doing an amazing job. I don't understand why Dana Brooke is there, but Charlotte's doing an amazing job. Freaking, did I say Bayley? My bad. I meant to say Sasha. If I messed that up, I apologize. But Sasha Banks is doing a great job as like sort of a in-between face heel. I just love what they're doing. It's extremely entertaining. Definitely more entertaining than what's going on SmackDown, but that is neither here nor there. Going into my dang on next point. Everything about Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho is amazing. I don't need to say anything any further. Everything about them is amazing. And again, for the second week in a row, I forgot Enzo and Cass were on the roster. And that's not a good thing. That is not a good thing. But, you know, seeing as though that Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho are a legitimate stable at the moment, and it doesn't look like a rivalry is going to become of it. Hopefully it does. Wouldn't that be entertaining? But currently they are a tag team. You know how you can tell there's way too many people on one brand? There's like 95 stables. How many freaking tag teams are there on Raw right now? But that's neither here nor there. I'm not saying bring ECW back, but man, put NXT on TV or something. You know what I mean? There's just too many people on Raw, but that's not here nor there. Overall, Raw was better than it has been. Pretty messy. Again, the relationship between Stephanie and Mick Foley makes no sense. Why was Triple H not there when you clearly had him at Night of Champions? But again, that's that Clash of Champions. My bad, it's over. Who cares? I just have so many questions, but one thing I am happy about, and it's very unrelated, is the fact that dang on Tables, Ladders, and Chairs, that gimmicky pay-per-view is for SmackDown only. I am okay with that, even though Raw has Hell in a Cell, but that is, again, neither here nor there. Time to talk about SmackDown, gosh dang it. SmackDown, I only have really 3 points, and it's a little bit of a compliment sandwich. We haven't done something like this on my channel in a little while, so strap on in, no Derrick Rose. The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler, the promo was actually pretty good. And you know I've been rolling my eyes at Dolph Ziggler, but it wasn't just Miz carrying it, it felt warranted. And the result was amazing. This career versus title match, oh, I love it. Oh, I just love it. And even if Dolph Ziggler wins in some cheesy underdog fashion, I am okay with that because the story is great. And if you can make a story with a babyface Dolph Ziggler entertaining, that's a W in my book. Here comes a quick negative. Orton versus Bray Wyatt. They are trying so hard to get us to care. They are trying so hard to get us to care. But it's just not working. I could not care less. It's boring. It's stupid. And watching Bray Wyatt get buried by Randy Orton is just not entertaining to me. It's just not entertaining. And I love Randy. It's just not entertaining to me. I'm sorry. And they're doing a horrible job. My last point for dang on SmackDown is, it's going to start out with a negative, but trust me, it is an overall positive. Speaking of pulling out the shovel, can we talk about how John Cena, after doing the unthinkable and losing a match to Dean Ambrose, pulled out his trusty shovel and buried AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose because he's John Cena and he can't let us have anything. But are you not really hyped for this triple threat, though? And you know I hate triple threat matches right now, but I'm down. AJ Styles is amazing. Amazing. Love AJ Styles. Dean Ambrose is... but he's necessary. And John Cena. That alone is entertaining. But the storylines going into it, AJ Styles has this mindset of, what do I have to prove? Yeah, he's got some impossible odds, no cliche, but I mean, he's got nothing to prove. He's the champion. He's beaten both of them. And he's going to do it again, right? So that's AJ Styles' stance, right? You go over to Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose has something to prove, to show that I can hang with these two legitimate main eventers here. I'm in the conversation too. Okay, cool. John Cena. Not only does he have to prove that he's still in the conversation, but he has a chance to tie Ric Flair. Are they going to let him do it? How are you not invested in SmackDown right now? And I know there were only 3 points for SmackDown and the rest was pure trash. But, I mean, SmackDown's just more straightforward. And we say this every week. It's simple, but it's good. There's so many freaking things happening on Raw, they can't even fit it in every week. But SmackDown is to the point and up front. It's like, hey, this is what you signed up for. Here you go. And it's pretty darn entertaining. I'm sorry, but again, SmackDown wins. Let me know your thoughts down below. And I'm actually pretty surprised because a lot of people agree with me. I thought I was the only person who thought this way, but apparently a lot of people think SmackDown's been better, and I'm really happy to hear that because it just has. Carlos, I was checking. I didn't see the SeverTheBond sign, but do let me know. How was SmackDown? Let me know, gosh dang it. And see you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe, H+III+T. See another Triple OG putting in as much work as me. Do me a favor, point them out. And which one did you like more, SmackDown or Raw? See you guys tomorrow. Run through of K. Michelle. And we're going to get back to the dang on Prediction Kings tomorrow. Guess what team is tomorrow for Prediction King? Take a flying guess who's tomorrow for Prediction King. Oh, you're gonna like this video. See you guys tomorrow. Yeah.